Good afternoon and welcome back to Social Adventure's new YouTube series. Today we are on a woodland walk at Kersal Dale Local Nature Reserve. We're going to be taking part in some outdoor activities, walking around the woodlands and finding things that you can do at home, walking with your family, walking with your friends.
Hi, I'm Gary from Social Adventures. I'm a forest school and outdoor learning trainer. I'm also a survival instructor and bushcraft instructor. Today we're going to talk about woodland walks and the benefits of being outside and getting out into the wild areas around your neighbourhood. So if you're new to the area or you're going into a woodland that you don't know very well, a lot of the woodlands or the nature reserves around this area will have little signs like these. They're to guide you so you know that you're on the right track and you can find your way in and out of the woodland safely and find out where you started from. Throughout the woods you might see these interesting posts. These are actually orienteering posts. You see they've got a little grid on top and then they've got some numbers on the bottom as well, a white and a red. You can go online onto orienteering website. You can download a map of all the different woodlands within your area, and you can go around and see how many posts you can find on these. It goes from an easy route, medium or even harder routes. Gives you the mileage or the kilometre of each route so you know how far you've walked. You can also have a little challenge with friends to see who can do it the quickest as well. If you didn't want to have the paper map, this little area here is that you can get an app for your phone and you can digitally scan it on as well. So on your walk in the woods you might notice a plant like this. It grows throughout the woodlands and this is actually elder. Now, quite a few people still do it nowadays, but maybe in grandparents' times it was more popular. But this plant here has white flowers on. You can make elder flower cordial, and then when the berries are out, you can make elder wine as well. So yeah, look out for this plant. If you're into your arts and crafts, you can actually make jewellery from this plant. If you cut off a section of the plant that's maybe a year or two old, so it's started to form the bark on the outside, it actually has a soft centre. So if you have a little tool, maybe a tent peg or even a sturdy stick, you can push it into the elder and hollow it out into like a little bead. So if you have 3 or 4 of them and thread them with string, you can make a lovely necklace or a bracelet. You can also take off the bark, which is pretty easy. I can do it with a thumbnail, or you can do it like a pen top or anything, or even a sharp stick, and it produces a lovely sort of wood finish to it. So you can decorate it however you want, and you can paint them, colour them in with various colours and make your own jewellery.
So we found another edible berry on the trail. What is this, Gary?
This is hawthorn. It has these sort of lobed leaves, little leaves, and it has these red berries on. In the olden days it used to be called bread and cheese because you can actually eat the younger, fresher leaves from hawthorn, and you can actually eat these red berries when they're ripe. So how to do that is you squeeze it. It's got a pip inside. You've got to get rid of the pip, and it's just the flesh that you can eat. It has a little bit of nutritional value, and it's just good as a little snack as you walk around the woodlands.
So here's a little close up. These are the leaves, and this is the berry. So we're going to squeeze it.
Squeeze it.
Mine looks a bit black. Oh, good catch. Okay, so we squeeze
it and get the pip out. Yeah, it's quite a biggish pip for the size of
it's like avocado.
That's it. And the flesh.
So you get rid of the whole pip thing.
Yeah.
Which is that. I've demolished this one, sorry. And then that goes.
And then the flesh.
And then I can eat this.
Yeah, you can eat that.
So I'm gonna try it for you guys. Odd. Odd flavour. Interesting.
Yeah.
But you don't eat these.
You can eat the leaves, but it's the young shoots. So as they get older, they get a little bit more bitter. So if you do not like bitter foods, yeah, you probably won't like the taste of it. But the younger shoots, the younger leaves, yeah, quite nice to eat. A great activity to do whilst you're out in the woods is to identify different trees. We're going to have a look at some leaves of different trees in a minute, but even just a lovely site like this, you can look around and we can identify 7 or 8 different types of trees just by the shapes, but we'll go and have a little look at the leaves as well to help us identify them. So if you're out in the woods, a great activity to do on your own, or you can do it with the family. You can ID a lot of the trees that we talked about before. So the first one here I've picked is everyone should recognise this one. There's a horse chestnut or a conker tree. You used to play conkers at school. So that's it out of its shell. That's it in its shell. And this is the leaf of the conker tree. So it is quite a big leaf and lots of lobes on it. Also, this round looking leaf here is actually hazel, and you do get hazelnuts off the trees, and every kid knows that Nutella is made from hazelnuts. This one here is easily ID'd by its leaf and the fruit on it, or the acorn. Okay, so it is an oak tree. There's lots of oaks in these woods. We've got this random leaf, which is a wild cherry. There's lots of cherry trees out in the woods as well, which are very common to this one. A tree that you might not know, but it's easily ID'd by these little berries on it and the shape of the leaves, which almost looks like a heart. That's a lime tree. So there's lots of limes in these woods. Last few. Very big tree. Very grand tree is an ash tree. They're the only tree with black buds. So if you see a big tree with black buds, it's an ash. It's another lime. A sycamore. So a big leaf again with 5 big lobes on it. Almost looks like a hand. So it's a sycamore. And then the last one, it's got these fancy little fruiting bodies on them. And the leaves, this one's eaten a little bit by some sort of caterpillar, but they're sort of almost roundish leaves on there. That's an alder, okay, an alder tree. It's the only tree with these little fruiting bodies on, so that's easily ID'd as well.
If you've enjoyed this video and it's inspired you to go and explore your local forest and your local woodland, then we want to see your pictures. Make sure to get shots of the activities, the trees, the nature that you find, and share them with us.